What's going on, captains? Today's video, we're going to talk about our 10 most anticipated action figures to come out this year. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. What's going on, my captains? Today's video, we are doing our 10 most anticipated action figures to come out this year. And to qualify for this list, obviously, it doesn't have to be announced in this year, or it could be announced last year. But as long as the action figures come out this year, that's all that really matters. But these are my most anticipated action figures to come out this year. My list might be different from most people, and I know we're a little far into 2025, so me making these top 10 lists is not going to be that much. This will probably be the last one, or maybe even just a top 10 McFarlane list like I always used to do. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and do our list anyways, because I want to. Um, and who's gonna stop me? But anyways, guys, we're gonna go over my most anticipated action figure. Start off with number 10. Let's just go ahead and get straight into this video. I don't need to waste our time talking and all that, even though I'm doing it right now. So my number 10 is SH Figuarts, which you're gonna see a ton of on this list. By the way, spoiler alert. SH Figuarts Pain from Naruto. This action figure is a must. This is obviously one of my favorite villains from Naruto. I think a lot of people have been waiting on Pain forever. If you go and look into old comment sections, you'll see where's Pain, where's Pain, where's Pain. Pain was an absolute must for a lot of people. Definitely a big, huge member or huge villain for Naruto. So that add to the Naruto collection. So he got announced, I believe, in 2024, like early on. Um, so did it come out last year? So I'm hoping to see him come out early this year, maybe within January or February, maybe even March. But I don't think it should be, later than those two. Might come out sooner than that, and it should because he is freaking amazing. He's gonna be amazing. Just his whole design. He's so unique. He's a unique villain as well. Like I said, definitely top five when it comes down to Naruto villains in the Naruto verse as well. So definitely has to be Pain. My number nine, um, most anticipated action figure is my number nine is I kind of cheated. I put three in one, but it's just Mayfex The Boys. I've been waiting on these figures for a long time. Now it is Mayfex, so Mayfex takes a little bit longer than most companies that you know and love. But been waiting for this for these figures forever, basically, and Mayfex is finally dropping them. So we're finally they should be dropping. Majority of them should be dropping next year as well. And I'm talking about one of them being um, the Deep. The Deep is I can't wait for the Deep. One of my favorite characters on the show. He's just dumb. A Train as well. A Train, he should be. I think he got announced like early on, like 2 years ago, and he still hasn't dropped, I believe. And then I forgot the other guy, but putting up a picture of him. He should be dropping as well. So pretty badass. I cannot wait for them. Hopefully all of them drop next or this year. So let's see. Like I said, Mayfex. It does takes a while for Mayfex to drop figures as well. So there's that. My number eight most anticipated action figures to come out this year is Figma Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater. Oh, no, MGS 2. Yeah, I believe 2 is Snake Eater. Or was that 3? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played Metal Gear. But MGS Snake Eater or Snake. Because remember, there's two different snakes. I believe there's two, or is there three? Because I know there's Big Boss and then there is Venom Snake, and then yeah, I don't know, Metal Gear. So many goddamn snakes. But anyways, I cannot wait for this action figure. It's freaking awesome as well. I'm surprised that they even make Metal Gear. Metal Gear is such a niche character as well. And can't wait for the video game. I wonder when the video game is gonna come out. Either way, though, I'm excited for the action figure. I cannot wait for Snake as well. So that's my number 8. My number 7 has to be SH Figuarts Hunter X Hunter action figures. Now I know it was announced late last year, so chances are this figure might not even come out this year. But I'm hoping they are because this is the first time we've seen them in, or just the first time I've really seen any action figure versions of them. And Gon and Killua is two of my favorite characters in the series as well. So super happy that we're even getting Hunter X Hunters and from SH Figuarts. So I cannot wait to get my hands on these on these figures. No Hisoka pun there either, so don't get it twisted. Real G's know what I'm talking about. But anyways, though, that was my number 7. So my number 6 has to be a figure that just got put onto my radar actually. Not really familiar with this brand. Don't really collect these style of action figures anyways. But it's Joy Toy Slash. I think this figure looks freaking awesome, and anything that looks awesome, I'm trying to collect, especially with TMNT. I don't really collect TMNT as much as I used to. I barely collect any anymore. I was collecting Mirage for a little bit, and then the the other one. What is the name of it? I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Um, it was Rise of the Ronin or whatever. I was collecting some of those action figures, but I stopped collecting them um, because they're just too much. It's too much. Like I don't need that many of them. I just need a few of them. So I wasn't really collecting that much TMNT. I know that's not the popular thing to say on YouTube, especially with action figure collectors. I feel like most people want you to collect TMNT. They want you to collect the popular lines that everybody else does. That's not this channel. I collect what I want on this channel. So you ain't gonna see TMNT. You're gonna see more anime. You're gonna see more DC figures, more Marvel figures. You're not really gonna see the TMNT as much as I used to, unless they make a really badass thing. But this one caught my eye because this looks freaking amazing. So can't wait to definitely gonna pick that one up as well. And then my number, believe that was 7. I might have misspoken. My number 6. Yeah, that was my number 6. My number 5. We already gone to number 5, and that is SH Figuarts Millennia. Now people are like, "Damn, that's a lot of SH Figuarts on your list," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, you guys got to understand." SH Figuarts has been making some of my most anticipated figures to come out this year. There was even a few of them I couldn't even put on the list, and now I would have made a top 20 list because there were so many. Like Metaphor, there was younger Toguro from Yu Yu Hashika. Like there's so many figures I had to leave off of the SH Figuarts list just because there's so many Figuarts coming out. It's absolutely crazy. But um but yeah, my number 5 has to be Millennia. And for obvious reasons, I'm a huge Elden Ring fan. Most of you guys know I play a lot of Dark Souls, Soulsborne games. So this one was absolute must. One of my favorite boss fights in recent memory um, is Millennia fighting her, struggling with her, finally beating her. I believe I even got my ass kicked so many times by her. I had to use Mimic. I know that's not a popular thing to say. I use summons. I don't really care what anybody thinks about what they say. This is my playthrough, not yours. So yeah, I use I beat her uh with Mimic as well. and we whooped her ass with blood. I used a blood bill to beat her. But anyways, though, one of the dopest boss fights in Elden Ring. So picking her up is an absolute freaking must as well. I know there's a little bit on the pricey side. I know Big Bad Toy Store is charging a little bit more. I wonder what's the deal with the price. Maybe the the to get the rights to use her was a little bit more, or the license with Bandai Namco and From Software was probably a little bit, well, not Bandai Namco, but like um, From Software was a little bit costly probably. So I don't know what was up with the prices on this, but it's crazy. But either way, though, I gotta pick it up because it is millennial. So that was my number 5. My number 4 is the action figure that it must come out this year, and that is SH Figure Arts Zod. Now I don't want to be super biased to put Berserk. You guys know I'm a huge Berserk fan. Absolutely love Berserk. So I didn't want to put Berserk like just all over my list or whatever, even though it's gonna happen. But Zod, putting Zod up there is a must. Like this Nosferatu Zod is like Zod is one of my favorite villains on the show. He barely shows up, but when he does show up, he's badass. Super super cool. So Zod is an absolute freaking must for SH Figure Arts. So that was my number 4. But let's go down to my top 3 most anticipated action figures to come out in 2025. Let's freaking go. Okay, guys, so my number 3 most anticipated action figures to come out this year is one that might surprise a lot of people. Jada Toys Cyberpunk Edge Runners action figures, David and Lucy. I've been waiting on this figure for years, and there was a time where I was like, damn, what happened to those figures? Because they just disappeared. Nobody talked about them. Jada Toys wasn't even promoting them. Didn't even keep us updated on them, and I was like, what is going on? And then they had put up recent recent pre-orders on them, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, can't believe we're finally getting Edge Runners, David and Lucy. And so this was an absolute must. Love this anime. Even if you're not an anime fan and you barely watch anime, highly, highly suggest watching Edge Runners. And that might actually change your mind into watching anime, because Edge Runners is that freaking good, especially if you love the video game Cyberpunk, or you just love the aesthetic of Cyberpunk world, electronics and all that stuff, and like craziness happening with bounty hunting and all that. So if you love that kind of aesthetic, this is the anime for you. Highly recommend checking out Cyberpunk Edge Runners. But I cannot wait for Jada Toys' version of David and Lucy. One of my favorite. Love the crew as well, so I can't wait for them to hopefully make the crew. And if you're a big fan of the show, pick these up, because that shows Jada Toys that, hey, we should make more figures like this as well, not just Street Fighter, so they could just dive into different sorts of animes. But highly suggest picking up Edge Runners. So there was that. But that was my number 3. My number 2 is one, it should be surprised. Is Usopp and Sanji SH Figures. This is their OG versions of them. Usopp was the absolute must. I was surprised he didn't come out a little bit earlier. He's part of um, the original crew, the original, Luffy crew or whatever. So definitely was a must. Sanji, we did have a Sanji before, which is the Wano arc Sanji, but this one is closer to his original look, which this is the Sanji that I love as well. So super super dope. Definitely is a must. Love this, and I hope that even in the future they come out with Sniper King as well. So I would love that as well. So you could put the mask on. Hopefully he comes in this one as well, but I highly doubt it because this is the original one. So Hope to see that one. So that was my number 2. Let's go down to my most anticipated action figure for 2025. My most anticipated action figure for 2025 is a figure that probably will not even come out this year. I'm going to be honest with you, because there's still any pending licenses approval. And then once they get that, it's going to go into manufacturing. So it's going to take a long, long time. So probably coming out either late like this year or next year. I'm gonna put it for this year just for the funsies, and that is SH Figuarts Casca and Guts, because these figures look freaking awesome. First of all, to get Casca back into SH Figuarts form, well, I shouldn't say back because she hasn't. This is the first time we're going to see her in SH Figuarts form. We do have a Figma version of her, which is almost impossible to find. When you do, they're just third parties charging ridiculous prices for her. But this version of Guts, I love this version of Guts. This is a young Guts. This is the Guts that I really want, and I take any version of Guts. This one is one of my favorites as well. So love this. I cannot wait to pick this up. And yeah, I know it's Berserk, but hey, you guys know Berserk sales. Berserk is a huge line for me. Personally, one of my favorite animes of all time. I hope to see more Bleach figures though, more Bleach figures next year, more Naruto. There's just dive deep into those lines, please. I hope they go back to the Jujutsu Kaisen one day, and then, like I said, just keep diving into deeper lines. I'm gonna pick it up. Anyways, guys, that is my top 10. Let's leave your most anticipated action figures that you cannot wait to come out next year in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. But anyways, that was my thoughts. So let me know if you guys like my list, if you guys disagree with my list. Maybe my list sucked. And as long as you keep it respectable, that's all that matters to me. I don't really care. Um, but anyways, guys, stay tuned for the next video. We definitely got an unboxing coming on the way, so stay tuned for that. A few unboxings, I should say. So we should get back to doing unboxings on this channel. I'm glad to be back. Sorry it's taking me this long to come out with videos, but hey, time is precious nowadays. So I apologize about that. But you're gonna see me more on the regular starting today, starting soon, and I promise that. But anyways, guys, you guys have an amazing, wonderful day. See you, captains. Light.